Hello everyone. My name is Maria and I've been gone for a while, but I'm back and today I'm going to be telling you a cute little not so cute story time about something that happened on a very short night out with my coworkers after work while I make my breakfast. So, let's get into it. Yeah. So, on this fateful day, I had just finished work and my colleagues wanted to go down the road to a cute little pub for some drinkies. And I said yes because I have no social life and that is the extent of my social life. So, we rock up down there and nothing is out of the ordinary. We're just hanging outside waiting for our other coworker to show up because he was working in a different store and he was staying late because some crazy stuff happened at work that he had to fix. Anyway, that is unimportant and irrelevant to the story, but whilst that was happening, we were just chatting outside because my friends are smokers, I am not. Everything was cute and dandy. I had my little drink. Very cute, very quirky, very demure of me. And after my other coworker what was that? After my other coworker showed up, we were approached by this very posh guy. He seemed quite nice.
Let me preface by saying that, okay? That is my defense, but we're gonna get into that part.
So he seemed really nice, and he approached my coworkers asking if he had any rolling paper. They said no, and just continued with the conversation. The guy, let's call him, what's a posh name? Let's call him Rupert. Okay, that sounds like something a rich person would name their child. Anyway, so Rupert was still lingering afterwards. He was very, very drunk, and that was very, very obvious. And he just started talking to me, asking me what my name was. Again, he was being very nice, very, very mindful, very well, not mindful, but I interpreted the situation as demure. Okay, I feel the need to heavily defend myself because this is gonna go so south so quickly that I'm gonna have to be saved. I keep getting distracted and not making my breakfast. Let me tell you what I'm making actually. So, these are, oh, hello? These are vegetarian chicken nuggets. I'm gonna be making a little wrap with some cheese, some more cheese, and I'm gonna add in, oh shit, I ran out of olives. Damn! I'm gonna be adding, not olives, it seems, and some seaweed, just for a little bit of spice. Anyway, I am talking to this Rupert guy, and he's asking me what my name is. I need to stop getting distracted. What my name is, what I do for work, all of that stuff. And then I'm asking him back the same questions because it's a conversation now. Anywho, he starts talking about finance. And I'm like, well, damn, you're one of them ones. But I wanted to be, I was in a reckless mood. I shall admit to that because one must admit their wrongdoings. So I was entertaining Rupert because, again, he seemed nice. So we're talking about my grades in school. He starts telling me that he has contacts high up in some like finance company, and he also starts telling me how his family is dangerous and that they've unalived people before, and why should I be worthy of his time? Mind you, this man came to talk to me. Granted, my friends, and then he stopped to talk to me, okay? Now, I need to say, I wasn't getting the vibes that he was flirting with me. I was getting the vibes that he was not straight. So, that isn't overall important, but I feel like for this story, it is, because I wasn't feeling like I was getting hit on, which makes the situation even stranger to me, and we'll get to why. So, after a few minutes of chatting away about like grades and finance and what his family does and how he has 12 cars and how his very non-Burberry like coat is definitely Burberry, blah 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 blah. My friends decide to go inside because it is quite chilly. I do live in London. It's pretty chilly at the moment. And at this moment, no sirens were blaring. Listen, I watched Stephanie Sue, and I like to think that I understand or I can pinpoint red flags. It seems I cannot. So maybe that's something that I need to work on, and hopefully you guys can tell me in the comments what are some red flags. Obviously, I now know the red flags that I missed, but please tell me some red flags to be looking for on a night out, because clearly
I can see color. So,
I tell my friends, okay, I'm gonna be right in with you. I'll be right in. I'm just gonna talk to this guy for a couple more minutes, which I thought would be a couple more minutes only. It was not. It was maybe like 15, 20. That's what it felt like. I could be wrong. And I must also add, I wasn't intoxicated. Like, I only had like one glass, and I was drinking very slowly. Not that it matters whether or not a girl is drunk. Let me add that in. But the reason I bring this up is because no alarm bells were ringing, and I was sober. Anyhow, then he starts getting a little weird. This couple comes out from the pub across the road. We had moved from right outside of the pub to across the road for whatever reason. And this couple comes out asking Rupert for their papers back. And I'm just thinking to myself, you literally approached me and my friends because you wanted some papers, but you had papers this entire time. Because at no point during our conversation did this couple show up. So this must have happened before he approached me. And then he's telling them that he doesn't have the papers, and he's looking. He's not looking. He's just like, open spot. Oh, I don't have it. Sorry. And the couple start getting mad. They are intoxicated as well. And I'm just thinking to myself, what the flip is going on? This guy just switched up, and he's being like super rude, telling them to F off and just cussing at them nonstop. And eventually the girlfriend realizes that it's not going anywhere, and her boyfriend is just gonna get more and more angry, and they leave. Now, a few seconds later, Rupert turns to a lady that's standing next to us. She's just smoking her cigarette, or vaping, I don't know. And she has a glass of wine. She's waiting for someone. And Rupert asks if she has a lighter or something. And she says no. And he starts cussing her out. Big time. And I'm just like, what the hell? So I start getting a little alarmed at this point, because I may be dumb, but I'm not that dumb. I get a little alarmed, and I text my friend to come out. He does. And immediately, Rupert starts being rude to my friend, like, oh, who the flip is this? Why is he here? Do you know this guy? Acting as if he's my friend, and Rupert is my friend, and my actual friend is a stranger. Which I'm like, I just met you, bro. My friend keeps saying, oh, there's someone on the phone for you, Maria. And I'm turning to Rupert being like, oh, got to go. And he starts being super rude, super aggressive to both me and my coworker. And to try and diffuse the situation, my dumbass was like, okay, I'll be there in like five minutes. And then my coworker left. You could see that he was frustrated with me. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do right now, because I too wish to leave. But this guy is getting like really rude and really aggressive. I can see him turning violent, and like, I obviously don't want him to be violent to anybody, but especially not my friend or me. So my friend has to go because he has work the next morning, and he's just looking at me like, girl, flip and go. But he has to go, so he leaves. And then the conversation with Rupert doesn't end, and it's going around and around in circles. He keeps telling me that he can get me contacts and an internship, but at the same time, he's being rude to me and being like, oh, you are an idiot, blah, blah. I wish I were joking. You're like, oh, you're a dumbass. Oh, what do you want in life? Blah, blah, blah. No matter my answer, you're a dumbass. You're an idiot. And blah, 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 blah. And then I just couldn't take it anymore. And I texted my other coworker that was still inside. And apparently they were just watching. They didn't abandon me as I had initially thought. So, yay. They were facing where I was, like monitoring the situation. So I was like, okay, thank goodness. So I texted my other coworker help 3 times, and he storms out. Now this guy, honestly, props to him. He stormed out of the pub in my direction, and he was a man on a mission, I tell you. He just comes out.
And he's like, Maria, let's go.
Not like that. He was more serious than that. I'm laughing. It's not funny. It was actually a little bit scary. But I don't know how to deal with these situations, so here I am, giggle gaggling. But I appreciate this is not funny at all. My friend just like grabs me and he's like, Maria, let's go. And he's dragging me into the pub, like across the road and into the pub. And I'm telling the Rupert guy, like,
sorry, like, we'll talk later, bye.
And he starts, Rupert, getting mad at my coworker and shouting at him like, oh no, I need her, like, bring her back, just I'm talking to the girl, like, who are you, all of that friendly jazz. He starts grabbing me by my other arm, so I'm being pulled by my coworker here, and Rupert is pulling me here, and I'm just like, but my coworker does not budge whatsoever. He props me inside the pub, shields me, and then slams the door and like pushes the guy, because the guy is starting to like grab onto him. My coworker was not being violent first. The guy was grabbing onto him, and obviously he pushed Rupert off. He then starts, Rupert, shouting at my coworker, saying super racist things to him, saying that he was going to kill his family, and blah, 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 blah.
Then, oh, where was the bouncer, you may ask?
The bouncer was swiftly there, and so was one of the bartenders, trying to diffuse the situation and understand what was going on. The bartender's like asking Rupert like what his side of the story is. He's saying that he knows me and some other people in the pub, and other like untrue things, and he's apparently also being racist to the bartender. The bartender is also white, just like Rupert. So I don't understand that one. And long story short, they kick Rupert out. He's trying to fight. Rupert like whispers in my ear, and he's like, "Oh, fix this, or your contacts at so and so are done for." And I'm just like,
What the hell?
my other coworker is like trying to calm me down, but he's also getting riled up because he's seeing the coworker that saved me like get super angry and pissed, rightfully so, because the guy's saying that he's gonna unalive his family. They kick Rupert out. Rupert is fighting. He's fighting to get back in. The bouncer like throws him onto the floor, and has to restrain him. Rupert is still fighting to the point where the bouncer ends up smushing his face against the glass right in front of me. And Rupert is making eye contact with me and mouthing like,
fix this.
And yeah, so then my coworkers were like, let's move tables. I was like, absolutely, thank you so much. And they will say, oh, Maria was shaking. I was shaking because it was cold, okay? I was shaking because it was cold, not because I was afraid, okay? Maria, why didn't you stand up? I didn't know what to do in this situation. I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to aggravate anything any further. So I don't know if it was fear. I don't know if it was discomfort. I don't know what it was. I could not tell you. But I just went silent and motionless for a good few minutes as all of this is unraveling. And I'm just staring back at Rupert before he moved. Like, what the flip is going on? So we move. Another bartender grabs me some water. Obviously, it's a little bit awkward because it's a relatively small pub. So everybody can see and hear what is going on, even though there was loud music playing, because it was that loud of an altercation. I get some water. I go down to pee, because I don't know. I had to pee. Okay, I had to pee. I wasn't down there for 2 minutes, and my coworker comes down and is like,
Maria, can you come out, please? Is everything okay?
and I'm like,
I'm peeing. Everything's okay. Please.
And then 10 seconds later,
Maria, can you come out, please?
and I'm like, what the flip? Is there something going on outside? Like, because I knew that they had called the police because the guy was being so aggressive, and like the bouncer was a big dude, and he was like Rupert was slipping and sliding out of his grasp, to the point where the bouncer had to put him down on the floor and sit on his back to restrain him. And I'm like, I was alone with that guy. Anyway, so I come outside thinking that this crazy thing is happening upstairs, that maybe the police want to talk to me or something. Luckily, no, I didn't have to talk to any police, but I just see like the sirens. I'll insert like a video that I took, because I just needed to know. I did not imagine that this was actually real, for better or worse. So I here somewhere will be the video that I'm talking about that I recorded, and it was like multiple cop cars, which I found weird because just one guy, but I don't know. So we had already paid, and my friends were like, "Oh, we're hungry. Let's go out to eat." I knew they didn't want to eat, but they, you know. So we left, and we had to walk past the police cars, and I wanted to see what was happening, but my friends were like, "No," and grabbed me, and then we were like skipping to the train station. Then that was mostly the end of the story. We had some fried rice in Central. I couldn't eat much, to be honest, so I ended up having my food the next day for lunch. But yeah, so that happened. I know that was really dumb of me. That will not happen again, I promise you. I will be smarter on nights out. But yeah, I'll just say, not all men. Not all men. I'll give him that. My friends really stepped up and saved me, really, because I don't think I would have been able to gracefully get out of that situation had it not been for them, even though it wasn't graceful, but it was not, that was out of our hands. But yeah, so well, the story is, if you as a female presenting person go out at night, it might be nice to have some guys that you absolutely trust and are trustworthy, just in case shit hits the fan, because yeah. But that was my story time. Thank you guys for watching. I forgot to finish making my food. I still need to put it in the microwave. I'm very hungry, but let me show you. It doesn't look that appetizing, but I promise you it's scrumdiddly yum yum. Yep. So I'm gonna wrap that, put it in the microwave again so it melts like the cheese here. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one. Please comment. It's okay, you can comment how dumb I am. I know. I know. But anyway, I will talk to you guys soon. Peace, love, stay safe, and make good choices. Yeah, like that.